SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps for the low income, and 2 new bills. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here in the video. Let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to talk about 2 new bills which are out there right now, which would significantly impact SNAP benefits, food stamps, EBT for the low income, and the 43 million people that rely on these benefits every single month. Now, over the last several days here, I received a number of questions from those of you right here in the community, reaching out down below in the comment section asking, what are the details on these 2 pieces of legislation? What is it going to do to my monthly benefit? And what does it mean for me? All of these are great questions because, like I said, these would significantly impact benefits, and I want to bring this to your attention right away. Let's get into it and talk about the details of these bills. What exactly would they do to monthly benefits, and are they actually good, or are they really not that great at the end of the day? I can tell you this much, they're actually pretty good, which is a little bit surprising because a lot of times we see legislation that comes out that's not all that beneficial to the beneficiary. Either way, I have the details for you here in the video. Let's get right into it. Really fast before we do, thanks for joining me. If you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button down below. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to advocate on your behalf, and of course, watch all the details hitting the wire. Anything popping up, new bills, packages, proposals, announcements, anything like that to change your benefits, to impact your benefits, or get more money or benefits into your pocket. Of course, I'm going to bring that to your attention right away. Also, do your friends, family, social media a huge favor. Share this video with them. There's a share button right down below as well, next to the subscribe button. Thank you. Truly do appreciate literally every single one of you here in the community. We've got to stick together right now. It's a super busy time out there, and things are really tough for a lot of people. Either way, I'm here for you. Again, subscribe down below, and let's get into it and talk about the details of these 2 new bills and what are the details about them, because these are actually pretty good bills that are out there, and I want to bring these to your attention because this is something that they're introducing out there, and again, this would actually impact benefits in a pretty big way. All right, so let me walk through the details of these one at a time here and share with you the details about each of these as far as what I know as of right now based on the research that I've done. All right, so the first one is a bill that I actually brought to you just a few days ago. I brought you the details about this as it was hitting the wire, but again, I've had a number of you here in the community reaching out asking, hey, what's going on with this thing? Can you bring us more details about this? All right, so yes, I'll tell you what I know about it as of right now. So it is called Hot Food Act. Can you guess what that one's going to do? Okay, so as of right now, you know just as well as I do, in most circumstances, you can't buy hot food with EBT or SNAP benefits, food stamps, right? Now, obviously, there's always an exception to the rule for the most part, but the general rule is you can't buy hot food, right? So as a result of that, they came up with the Hot Food Act. That is exactly what they want to do. So they want to allow SNAP beneficiaries, those people that have an EBT card and receive these benefits every single month, to start buying hot food. Now, what is the idea behind this? What is the logic behind this? And in fact, here's the thing. On that video from, I don't know, maybe a week or so ago, when I had that video out, I saw a number of comments on that video, people reaching out saying, I cannot cook because of XYZ reason. A lot of people just simply cannot prepare food, and that is totally okay. In fact, one comment that stuck out to me, and again, I'm not going to throw the person's name down just because I want to give them that privacy, but they left a comment and said, I'm on oxygen. I physically cannot get close to open flames. Well, yeah, right? For safety reasons, people like this cannot get near open flames and things like that. So yeah, obviously this person probably is not going to be, standing over a stove, making food for a couple hours or something like that, right? It's just not realistic, and realistically, it's not safe either, right? So anyway, that is one comment that stuck out to me. And again, if you're watching, you probably know who you are. I wrote back to you on that message, and yeah, thank you for that. But again, I saw a lot of people reaching out saying, yeah, I would love this. This would be a really great thing. Now, here's the thing. With the Hot Food Act, this piece of legislation right here, basically what they want to do is they want to allow these beneficiaries to go into a store and maybe buy a hot food, right? How many times have you been in a situation where it's like you walk past the deli or you walk past the checkout counter and there's maybe like rotisserie chicken or something like that, and technically you wouldn't be allowed to buy that because that's considered a hot food, right? Or maybe you walk into a convenience store, a gas station, and they have all kinds of prepared hot foods available for you right there, right? Well, again, technically, if that is a convenience store that accepts EBT, in these types of circumstances, you technically wouldn't be allowed to buy it because it's a hot food, right? So anyway, the purpose behind this and logic behind this piece of legislation is basically saying, hey, a lot of people that receive these benefits may not be able to prepare food for a variety of reasons. Again, it could be disability related, it could be oxygen related, like I said a minute ago with that example that I saw at the comment. There's so many different reasons. There's a ton of reasons why somebody may not be able to prepare food, and therefore allowing these individuals to buy hot prepared foods would be the way and the solution around that. Again, logically to me, makes sense, right? Again, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, you know that I approach everything logically, right? I try to approach everything from an objective standpoint rather than subjectively, but just saying, hey, does this logically make sense? To me, this logically makes sense. You're right. A lot of people cannot prepare food, right? So that's what I want to bring to your attention. So anyway, the details about this would essentially be just allowing SNAP beneficiaries to buy hot foods. What's the difference, right? You get the benefits. Who cares what you spend it on? If it's something that you're going to be consuming, what's the difference? Whether it's hot or cold, you have to prepare it yourself, right? Now, again, one more thing that I want to point out. The reason that they have this in place is because generally hot foods are maybe a little bit more expensive. And again, there's a lot of different details about it. So again, they're trying to micromanage beneficiaries and say, you can't buy this. We want you to go home and prepare it yourself because it's 10 cents cheaper. Really? I mean, seriously, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's kind of some of the logic, some of the different, some of the details that I've seen circling around as far as why they have this restriction in place in the first place as well, right? So anyway, want to point that out for you really quickly. Again, if you'd like to look it up, by all means, go for it. It's called Hot Food Act. Feel free to check that one out, okay? So anyway, that is number one. Now, this other one, I've seen a lot of questions about this. I've received a number of questions from many of you here coming in about this one, asking, hey, has this been approved yet? Is this going to be applied to my benefit? When is this going to be happening? Things like this. So this is another really good one. This was actually introduced maybe maybe a month and a half or so ago. And again, I brought you details before in other videos about this, but I want to break it down for you really quickly right here. It is called COLA's Don't Count Act. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, exactly. Let me share with you the details. And unfortunately, this is the time of year right now where we're all getting the letters, right? The dreaded letters, the dreaded communication that all comes out and says, hey, winner, your benefits are going to be reduced. Congratulations, right? Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. I'm not excited about this, right? We're all in the same position, right? In fact, I've seen a number of comments reaching out from some of you here in the community saying, this is great. I'm getting a reduction of benefits by 20 some odd dollars and my benefits are only going up by 18 or whatever, right? So yeah. Let me explain the situation. So obviously we got the announcement for the COLA for Social Security months ago in October, right? That was a long time ago. But as of right now, we're getting the communication out of Social Security and benefits are being increased as a result of the 3.2% COLA for 2024, right? Well, as a result of that, as benefits go up, that means our income has gone up on paper, right? Again, remember, on paper, income has gone up. In other words, it's showing an increase in benefits, but how much money is really coming back to you in your possession? Well, that's a good question because it's kind of a trick question. The answer is virtually nothing because the COLA gets eaten up by virtually everything. But when we look at gross income, as in the total income before any deductions, correct, money has gone up. Income has gone up for beneficiaries by 3.2% because of the COLA. Unfortunately, they don't take into consideration the Medicare Part B premium increase of 6% or nearly $10, $9.80 a month more for 2024, which again, I've talked about that several times in other videos. And then again, as income goes up, that simply means, well, guess what? Now your eligibility for SNAP benefits has also gone down. In fact, I just read an article the other day. They're projecting that for 2024, 28,000 people are going to be losing SNAP benefits in total, like in its entirety, gone, losing SNAP benefits because of the COLA. That's it. So 28,000 people getting stiffed yet again this year going into 2024 because of the COLA. Thanks again, COLA. You didn't do anything for us, right? I think we all know how that works, right? The COLA, it's one of these things that's like a love-hate relationship. We like it because it raises benefits, but at the end of the day, we hate it because it does stuff like this. But what this actually means is that yet again, we're getting that communication right now that the COLA came in, raised our gross benefit from Social Security benefits and all the benefits like that we talk about here on the channel. And then as a result, our income has gone up. Now SNAP benefits are being reduced, right? What a stupid thing. I'm just saying, okay? I don't like to talk like that all the time here in these videos, but seriously, what a dumb rule. I mean, let's just be real for a second, right? Let's say it how it is. That is the most ridiculous thing in the world, okay? So now what they're doing is they're reducing SNAP benefits because of the COLA, which has increased gross income, not net income, okay? So that's the big problem here. So as a result of that, let's bring in the COLAs Don't Count Act. This is the legislation that would basically say, hey, stop reducing SNAP benefits because of the COLA to Social Security and SSDI and SSI and VA and spousal and survivors and all of these benefits like this that receive the annual COLA. Stop reducing SNAP benefits. That's literally what this piece of legislation says, okay? Now, this is kind of interesting because several months ago, I'm going to say, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago, something like that, we sent out a couple letters to lawmakers and said, hey, stop reducing SNAP benefits because of the COLA. Now, again, I don't want to sit here and take credit for this. I'm not doing that whatsoever, but I'm saying it is a little bit of a coincidence here how after we sent those letters out, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago, whenever it was earlier in 2023, we sent out the letters and asked for them to stop doing that, and now we got the introduction of this legislation. Again, I am not saying at all that this is, credited to us. I don't know that for sure. I'm just simply saying it's kind of a coincidence how this is happening, and again, I'm kind of excited about it, right? But here's the problem. It has not been passed yet. Just like so many pieces of legislation that are out there right now, they talk a big game, right? They say, oh, we're going to win, guys. We're going to do this one. And then they never do anything. So we'll have to see what happens here over the coming days, weeks, and months. But this is a really good one. And this, honestly, it's going to translate into a little bit of money. It's not a ton, but at the end of the day, guess what? It gives the beneficiaries what they need, which is the COLA, and then stopping to reduce SNAP benefits, which literally offsets all of the money that you would get from your COLA anyway, right? In fact, I just saw a comment, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Somebody reached out and said, I got the COLA. It's going to give them like $20 or something like that on their monthly benefit, okay? So it's raising their benefit by about $20, and then guess what? They're reducing their SNAP benefits by $28. So seriously, figure that one out, right? And then not only that, remember, the Medicare Part B premium that I mentioned earlier, that's about another $10, $9.80. So in net total, this person is losing like $20 a month because of the COLA. Nice, right? Not what it's supposed to do. That is not what the COLA is for. So anyway, I'm not going to go off on a rant here. I promise. You know how those go, right? I'll stop here before I start going off on that. But again, you get my point here. So anyway, this is the legislation that is out there. Again, Hot Food Act. Feel free to check that one out. Otherwise, COLAs Don't Count Act. This one is out there as well. Both of these look pretty good. The one would allow you to expand your benefits a little bit and get hot foods under the SNAP program, and the other one would stop the reduction of SNAP benefits because of the COLA that we all get every year announced by Social Security. And again, we all know it's so incredibly annoying when your SNAP benefits are reduced because the COLA came in and raised your Social Security. It just seems like what a bad thing, right? I don't know why they put that rule in there in the first place. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But again, like so many people say, they give with one and they take with two hands, right? So either way, these are the details that are out there right now. And again, I hope this clarifies it for those of you that have been asking. If you need me to come back and elaborate on these further, of course I will. Otherwise, I'll continue watching both of these closely, along with all of the other pieces of legislation, everything else that's out there right now to change benefits, to raise benefits, everything else like that. Of course, I'm watching it all closely. Either way, hope this one helps you. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media. Totally free to do so. There's a share button right down below. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including those that I have linked down below in the description. And at the top of the comment section, there's a link there as well. Check those videos out. Otherwise, again, leave your comments, questions, feedback down below. Enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll catch you again later.